Guys, I'm here. Hello, welcome everyone. I need to grab something real quick, so just give me a second. My music might go in and out, but I'm fixing that right now. But thank you all for being here. I'm still here, guys. I'm gonna leave my mic on while I am fixing stuff on my desk because my laptop almost fell over. So I'm so sorry. But welcome everyone. Welcome in. I said what I was going to do is start talking more while I adjust things, while I have my camera off. Um, I am not getting out of the habit of just like going AFK while I'm live. So bear with me on that. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I kind of spilled coffee on my desk. I'm sorry, guys. Hold on. I have paper towels, so I am good. It kind of got all inside of the mouse pad and stuff like that. So let me make sure my camera's working because earlier I accidentally had my camera turned off. So I gotta make sure that's up and running. The light is on. It's a laptop camera. I don't have the camera plugged in. It just came with the laptop. You can stream on anything, so I'm streaming on this. Oh goodness. Okay. It kind of got everywhere. I hope the music's not too loud. I found a new playlist to play from. I kind of dropped 0.4% frames, so I am watching it. Hopefully, once I turn my camera on, it might be a little bit of lag spike, so look out for that. Oh man, this mess really got into my mouse pad. I have a desk mouse pad. I can't show it to you guys because I have a laptop, but the coffee just soaked in there, and I don't want my desk smelling like coffee. So but this music's really nice. I hope it's the whole song too. I hope they're not cutting off anything, and I hope there's no ads. I still haven't paid for YouTube Premium, but I am working on it. This is a jam. Hold up. I This might be my go-to playlist, actually. 20% CPU usage. Let's go. Even though that's a lot. My drop frames are getting less. Okay. Uh-oh, there goes my music. It might cut in and out while I'm streaming, but just bear with me because I have no idea what's up with that. I wanted to play in the background. There it goes. I'm almost done, guys. I'm almost done. I'm sorry. I don't know how long this playlist is for, but hopefully it's enough. Okay. All right. Is this thing on? Oh, my music cut off. My music cut off. What is this? I have a window on there. Streamlabs, chat, laptop camera. Okay. Hi, everyone. Hi. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Hold on. Let me see what's going on with my music and why it keeps lagging and stuff like that. Let me make sure it's not on auto. Oh no, it froze. Okay, well, so far so good. I have it on 720p. I can't really do anything more than that. Alright, I'm switching tabs. My camera keeps enlarging for some reason. Okay, there I go. Alright, well, I may have to start streaming without the music, so I'm sorry. I try to give my stream like the best experience possible, but I am on a laptop and it's not a gaming laptop. It's like a little $200 laptop, so sorry about that, guys. But anyways, I will continue. Please, music start. Please. Okay, there I go. There it goes. And then it stopped. It's just gonna start and stop. But anyways, hi guys. Welcome to the stream. My name is Mocha Vibes. It is January the 22nd, 2026. Wow, January has been going on for about excuse me, sorry. January has been going on for about 14 years. Everybody's ready for this month to be over. Um, I, for one, am not ready for this month to be over. I kind of love staying in January limbo. Okay. I mean, I'm great at limbo. I may not look like it, but I'm excellent at limbo. How low can you go? I can go pretty low. If the month goes low, I go lower. Okay. I can bend and flex, all that good stuff. When it comes to like the month dragging on. But anyways, I just want to say hey. I know I've been waiting to stream. I almost forgot to stream today. I've been kind of busy. I went shopping today. I usually go shopping at the end of the week after Wednesday I go shopping. But quick update. Um my housing is I got some bad news, guys. It's really bad news. My housing is kind of in limbo right now. So I have a roommate who, I've known. I got recommended this roommate by someone. Um, it was a friend of a friend who needed some help. And so I have a 2-bedroom here, and I've heard the rumors of people going, "Hey, you probably shouldn't have a roommate. You should just, stay by yourself or whatever." And this location was temporary. I wasn't supposed to be here for a long time. But I said, you know what? I had kindness in my heart and I wanted to help somebody out, because I know how it is needing housing and needing it fast. I barely got this place. So I said, okay, your friend needs help. I've known you for a long time. I can trust it. So, big mistake. It turns out this person has. I'm not bashing them or anything because I know it's hard for people nowadays, but they had hygiene issues and they also left the apartment and bathroom that we share a mess. Oh, excuse me. So, also, I know I've been through this before. Every time I get a roommate, it turns out that they have some secret problem they don't want to talk to me about. And it ends up costing me my housing, which I've kind of learned my lesson from that. But because this is from a friend, like my friend knows this person, I said, okay, I can trust it. But there's a reason this person got kicked out of their home. Like, this person got kicked out of their home originally because they couldn't pay rent and they were eating the other person's food. I said, okay, I'm not really worried about that because I'm gonna give you a chance, which was dumb. But at the same time, I was trying to help my friend out, you know. So this person was about to be homeless, and I went ahead and I opened up my doors to them. But it turns out they had an issue with the front office, which I've been through before. Y'all have heard about my past roommates and how they love to fight the front office when the front office tries to tell them about the rules, regulations, and policies of the apartment complex. Now, I just got here. But even though I just got here, I've been a good tenant. I pay my rent on time. I keep it clean. I don't blast my music. I don't have like parties every day or something like that. So it got to a point where maintenance came in and I was gone. I was with my family for the holidays. And so they came in and the apartment was so filthy because I was gone for like a couple days. I had a lot going on last year. So they came in like when I was gone and the maintenance guy reported it to the front office. He said, hey, they're kind of having like terrible living conditions in there. So while I was gone, the front office came and they inspected the apartment to make sure that we didn't have like a pest problem, any rats, roaches, make sure nothing was broken. And my roommate was here when they inspected the apartment. And my roommate didn't tell me that they inspected the apartment, which I will get to later. So my roommate goes and she, while they're inspecting the apartment, she starts arguing with the staff, which is something you don't do. I understand if you have problems with staff at your apartment complex, the thing you're supposed to do is like email them or email HR, email somebody, a manager or somebody who can help you with your grievances. She just started yelling. She started, why did the maintenance man come in here without permission? I didn't know he was supposed to be here. You guys are awful. This, yada, yada, blah, blah, blah. So they got into it. And then I come back and all of a sudden I get an email and a letter in the mail stating that we have to have a meeting about my lease and possible eviction. And I was like, hold on. Eviction? I just got this place. I just got this place. So I had zero idea why they brought up an eviction notice, and I've been here for like a year. So my roommate still didn't tell me any of this. I asked my roommate what was going on. My roommate tried to play dumb and was like, oh, I've never heard of this. I didn't know the apartment was dirty, yada, yada, yada. And I said, how do you have no clue that somebody came in here and inspected it? Like, where were you? You know? So once we go to the front office, they actually, you know, took videos and pictures of their grievances or whatever, which I have no idea if that's legal or not, but they did it. Because they wanted to show proof of what was going on there. And so we get to the office or whatever, and she's like, I didn't know what's going on. And they were like, what are you talking about? We spoke with you. I was like, so you weren't there when they did the inspection. And she just kept playing down, no, that it wasn't true. So she's saying it wasn't true. Mind you, they had pictures and videos of the apartment and what they had problems with. And they showed me, they printed out pictures and they had video that they showed me on their computer. She turned her computer around and said, we also took videos. Tell me why my roommate is sitting here telling me that she didn't know and she wasn't there. They have her on camera in the pictures, in the videos. They recorded her going off on them. I could hear the argument. And I was just like, oh my gosh. I was doing this person a favor. I did this person a huge favor. All I did was ask. She was working. We stay around a bunch of jobs, a bunch of restaurants, a bunch of fast food places, dealerships, CVS's, banks, all that stuff. She found a job. She was working. She was paying rent. But when I left, she went nuts. She went bonkers. Like, there was food, their dishes were piled in the sink, and there was food all over the sink, and food all over the countertops. The stove was dirty. I don't know what she did while I was gone. This is my first time leaving her at the house by myself, mind you. I've never left her at the house by herself, unless I went to like run an errand or something, but I would always be back the same day. This is my first time going out and like spending the night at my family's house. And the apartment was a wreck. The restroom was a wreck. The tub was dirty. Like, there was stuff all over the sink and the mirror, the bathroom mirror. She didn't, and this might be gross, this might be TMI. She did not flush the toilet after she used it. Who does that? Oh my goodness, the people who I'm stuck with. Oh my goodness. The maintenance man came in there because I put in a maintenance request for our tub and the shared bathroom that it had some issues. He goes in there, the toilet's not flushed, the sink is a mess, there's stuff all over the floor and dripping from the sink. The sink clogged. She clogged the sink. The bathroom sink. Sink clogged, full of hair and makeup stuff and products, just stuff everywhere. She kind of went ballistic. Like, no, I understand when somebody's away, you kind of, you know, leave something here or there, don't pick it up right away. Probably get it later or the next day. I understand that, you know, but wrecking the house like it's a hotel room, like, who does that? Who does that? And so the front office, they were about to, this is the thing, the front office was about to evict both of us. And so I had to, like, I told them I wasn't there at the resident, and I told them to call my family to vouch for me, which they did. And they still felt like she tried to throw me under the bus, basically. She said, "Oh, you guys can't just punish me. She lives there too, yada yada." Mind you, I was here first, so why are you telling my front office to punish me or whatever? But anyways, long story short, I have great news. I have wonderful, spectacular news. They are evicting my roommate. She's getting evicted. Like, there's nothing else I could do for you. You decided to wreck the house, and then the apartment got inspected, and they found out it was you, and you were back talking and yelling and arguing with the front office staff. They're evicting her. And that has nothing to do with me. They've already served her a notice. They typed it up and everything. They went to the court, because you're supposed to go to the court and evict somebody and get your paper or whatever. So they went to the court and they evicted her. So she's evicted. And they gave me, because she threw me under the bus, she convinced them that some of that stuff was my fault and left behind or whatever. Mind you, I had just cleaned up before I left. Something told me to clean up before I left. So I cleaned my bathroom and I cleaned my room and I cleaned the kitchen up before I left. There was nothing in the living room. It was clean. There was nothing in that shared bathroom. It was clean. And I said, "Hey, I'm leaving." I should have took pictures and videos, but I didn't know I had to do that. So they put me on a 30-day probation. Basically, I have to keep the house clean and make sure I have no type of violent behavior toward myself and others, because she told them I was gonna go off and do this, yada yada yada. They put me on 30-day probation, but I was here for a year, so they know me. So there's no way I'm gonna get evicted. I can keep this house, watch this house every single day to make sure I'm not evicted. But she's gone, guys. I don't have a roommate anymore. And it kind of sucks. It kind of sucks. But at the end of the day, it just goes to show you, once you reach a certain age, there should be no roommates. Because I'm at an age now where I can't, do an eviction right now. The economy's crazy. Grocery prices are up. What do I look like getting evicted again? I just got here. So at the end of the day, I'm not doing that anymore. I've been, trying to save money on rent. And I did save money while that person was here. I saved a couple, paychecks. I saved some paychecks for a rainy day, and it looks like that rainy day is coming up, because now it's gonna be tough for me because I'm kind of trying to transition to a new job right now. So I have to explain that to the front office. They're gonna have to redo my lease, which they did talk about redoing my lease. Because now my roommate's name has to be taken off the lease. I did put her on the lease, which I shouldn't have did. I should have just kept her off the lease and just have her move in here. But these people, when I moved in, they told me, they said, we do inspections. And if we have any complaints, we will, plan a walkthrough through the apartment and stuff like that. Because they had a hoarder situation before I moved here where there was this woman, she was kind of old. She had a pest problem. She had people over all throughout the day and night. Her house was a mess. The dishes weren't washed. Stuff was on her walls, on her floors, on her back porch, all that stuff. So they had a rule and policy about cleanliness and stuff, whatever. And I said, okay, I'm a clean person. I don't have to worry about that. It turns out I do have to worry about that because I invited somebody into my home that just completely ruined it. They ruined it. I'm never doing this again. I finally get, after, you guys know, if you watch my past streams videos, you know that I've been trying to find a stable place to stay. So it makes no sense that this person just almost came in here and ruined it for me. Like, the only thing they asked, they saw my room, my bathroom, they walked through the whole house and they said, okay, just make sure there are no dishes in the sink. That's all we ask. But that's kind of a big ask because it's my house. How are you going to tell me I can't have dishes in the sink and it's my house? But I'm complying. I'm just like, yep, I'll do it. I will wash and clean everything you tell me to wash and clean because I'm trying to stay here. This is my coffee. It's chocolate caramel and hazelnut coffee. And I love this cup. This green cup is so great. I got it in an event. I got a bunch of cups at the event. I might show them off one day. But anywho, this whole thing is just like a mess. This whole thing is a mess. And I guess word of advice from me to anybody else: do not invite people into your space. Especially if it's a new space, you know, if you're at peace and somebody needs help, just recommend them to go somewhere else or do something else, because this was crazy. This was like the craziest thing I've ever run into. The craziest thing. What you call it? The people from Hunt K-pop Demon Hunters, the guy group, they're coming to Fortnite. I just read it. I just read it. I don't know if I should be advertising my stream. The music is kind of like crazy right now, but it's whatever. I have Discord open. I'm still working on the Discord bot. My phone's at 82%, but yeah, this has got to be the most wildest ride I've ever been on. My goodness, like, it's like you go from, excuse me, sorry, you go from being the person who needs a place to stay to having a place to stay to meeting others who have a place to stay, and those other people are about to kick you out. About to kick you out. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And I hate it. Um but anyways, I am transitioning to a new job. I have bad news about the job thing, guys. I haven't heard anything back from them yet. The guy I called the manager guy today, and it turns out the guy that was supposed to hire me is actually quitting. He's quitting. Him and the assistant manager and the manager are like fighting right now. And he said his birthday is February the 2nd. And he said if certain things don't happen at that store by February the 2nd, then he's quitting. So that's actually terrible. It's actually terrible. How? I don't know how that works. If somebody hires you and then they quit during the hiring process, like he just gave up. Oh, excuse me. He just gave up during the hiring process. He said, hey, I want to hire you. I'm going to be at this store. Then they tried to promote him and he took the promotion. Then the other guy who was leaving the promotion said he was coming back. So he had to step down. And now the district manager didn't want to meet with him. And he's just like getting really frustrated and upset. And he said, I'm giving him to the 2nd. Don't tell anybody this, but I'm giving him to February the 2nd. to do what they told me they were supposed to do, or I'm quitting. And I said, you can't quit. You can't quit. There's no way you're quitting. Because how will I get hired if you quit? I've never met the district manager or the other manager he's talking about, Joe or whatever. Like, why in the world won't somebody else take over my application? Hold on for a second. Let me see what's going on with my music. Because I heard an ad. And I don't want to deal with an ad. Okay, so I believe it's because my P is too high. And it's all right. 720p is probably too much. So I'm gonna put it on a smooth 480p. As long as it's not on auto. Okay. Come on, come on. Okay, I kind of got a little bit of encoding overload. If it plays, it plays. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Okay, it might not. But anyways, yeah, back to what I was saying. These people got me messed up, dude. These people have me messed up. Like, there's zero way. I hope I don't have to fight this chick. I don't know when they're evicting her. Between these 30 days, she might be gone before the 30 days is up. So I might be gone. If she fights me, I might be gone. But she knows she's in the wrong, so I hope she doesn't fight me. I can fight. Don't let the sweet face fool you. I can throw hands. I don't want to throw hands, but if that's what I have to do, I'm kind of too old to throw hands. But she's like the type of person to do crazy stuff. I hope she doesn't trash my room. I might have to get a key to my door so she doesn't come in here. You trust somebody, you let them in, and it doesn't work out. It's like the worst feeling ever. I have to go use the restroom, guys. I'll be right back. I'm gonna put the BRB screen on, and but I will be right back. Thank you. All right, guys, I'm back. I was all the way over to the side. All right. But anyway, yeah, it's good to vent and get this stuff off my chest because I had too much pent up. Like, when it came to my whole housing situation, it was actually awful. Completely awful. Um, but yeah. Also, I listened to ASAP Rocky's new album, Don't Be Dumb. I heard the entire. Let me see what else. My music cut off and my stream restarted, but I'm still here, guys. But anywho, wow, that was loud. Sorry. Wow, that was loud again. Okay, thank you, OBS. Thank you. I appreciate your support and help. Hold on, I'm getting a text. But yeah, ASAP Rocky don't be and he's announcing a tour, guys. He's announcing a tour, which they will be in Atlanta. I might go. I would love to live stream stuff like that if they let me. Hold on for a second. I'm sorry. Okay. Sorry about that. But anyways, yeah, I love ASAP Rocky. I actually follow. If you look at my Twitter banner, I made it ASAP Rocky's mugshot picture from his music video Punk Rocky. Like, I've been trying to get into rock music lately. Um and rock and punk rock because I'm kind of affiliated with someone who makes punk rock music. So I've been trying to get into the genre and I've been really trying to find like browse good artists, upcoming artists, and maybe report on them and listen to their music and stuff like that. But yeah, ASAP Rocky tour, Don't Be Dumb, pre-sales on his link. If you go to ASAP Rocky socials, he's tweeting out his link. Go support ASAP Rocky, guys. I couldn't imagine a better artist to support, you know? Oh my goodness, speaking of a better artist, I'm not saying this artist I'm about to talk about is better, but definitely look out. Drake, who I don't like. Since those accusations and proof of the accusations came up, Drake is not my favorite. But he actually, okay, so as you all know, Drake started beef with Kendrick Lamar, one of my favorite artists, actually top 10 artists. And he went ahead and he Drake dissed Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick made a lot of diss tracks. They were going back and forth with diss tracks. And Kendrick made a song called Not Like Us, which everybody heard of Not Like Us. If you haven't heard, go to YouTube, look up Kendrick Lamar, look up his song Not Like Us, watch it, watch the video, listen to the lyrics, come back to me. So Kendrick won the diss battle, the rap battle between him and Drake. And Drake sued. He sued Universal, UMG, Universal Music Group. And he also sued Kendrick, which he dropped the charges against Kendrick. And then he went ahead and sued Universal Music Group. So then he ended up losing that case because the judge was like, you can't take rap diss tracks as fact. It's just diss, and you also threw disses back at him. So the case got thrown out, and Kendrick won the case. Drake just submitted an appeal to the court. He said, this is where it gets crazy. In the appeal, he states that the song called him a pedophile, and you can't say that rap lyrics can't be taken as fact. Do you know how bad that would mess up the rap game? Does he not know that Rico case that happened with Young Thug and YSL members? And I don't even know about Gunna's case, but it's just like, why in the world, if rap is supposed to be just music and people having fun, you know, people talking about their lives and their backstories, are you trying to get the judge to go rap music counts as real lyrics? Oh my goodness. Do you know how bad that would mess up rap music? And why does he have to do that with rap music? You know, like, other people make lyrics and like music all the time about terrible stuff happening. Some of that stuff is true, but nobody sues saying, hey, you can't diss me. What? I don't listen to Lotto that much, but she did say one thing true. Lotto did say, get in the booth. Don't just sit there and talk. Get in the booth. So why in the world, instead of Drake going back and making songs, whatever, those terrible songs he dropped 100 songs, all of them were terrible. Why in the world does he go and try to get a judge to say rap lyrics are real, who's called me a pedophile for real? Okay, well, they have pictures and videos of you actually being around kids in a weird way. And from your exes and stuff like that, his exes and women who used to talk to him have said in interviews that, yeah, I went to a Drake party and they had kids in there. Excuse me. Why in the world is there proof of this and you're getting mad at Kendrick because he was the only artist to call you out about this and you're trying to silence him as the only artist? It's kind of funny that no other artist who worked with Drake stated this stuff except for the women he dated and liked. Why in the world does it take a broken love story for the truth to come out. I guess because secretly Drake mistreats those women. That has to be the case. He has to mistreat those women, because why can all the men around you hold a secret, but the women who you claim to quote trick on and hoe on and love and sneak in their dorm rooms all of a sudden have a problem with you to the point where they don't care if you're a famous artist or not? The women are taking a stance against him, and it kind of shows you what that says about all the male artists who have worked with Drake, or just the people. I'm sorry, this person I'm texting is making fun of me right now because of an incident that happened at my job. And they're making me laugh. Give me a second, guys. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Um, yeah, these artists work with Drake. Drake does some shady stuff, but these male artists, they don't say anything. They just brush it under the rug. They never mention it. But then Kendrick works with him, and he disses Kendrick. Kendrick is the one male artist who actually went and told what Drake actually does behind the scenes. Everything. He told everything, and even then Kendrick said he didn't even start the rabbit hole, you know? He didn't even dig that deep down the rabbit hole. He said there's so much stuff I could talk about Drake. Just leave me alone. And Drake did the stupidest thing known to man that you can do in the music industry. He did not leave Kendrick Lamar alone. So he learned the hard way. So it's just like, now you diss Kendrick. He disses back. He said, we can have a playful rap battle, that's fine. It gets serious. You start mentioning his wife and kids. Kendrick said, don't do that. He did it anyway. Then Kendrick said, certified lover boy, certified pedophile. And then, after Kendrick said the release Not Like Us, all these artists and people were coming out of the woodwork. They were just like, oh, Drake did this, Drake is doing this, Drake did this, yada yada yada. Where were y'all earlier, number one? Because y'all could have made Not Like Us. It shouldn't have had to be Kendrick to make Not Like Us. But anyways, it's good that now he has some backup in the industry. So many people who he's worked with, when asked about their music, they're just like, oh, I'm not dissing Drake. I'm not dissing Drake. So many people say they're not dissing Drake, but they work with Kendrick on songs where he dissed Drake, and it's kind of just like, stick to the plan, man. Why in the world are y'all back talking? This guy, what does Drake have that makes y'all want to say y'all aren't dissing him? Even A$AP Rocky, he made a song that said, first you stole my flow, so I stole your girl. And then when they interviewed him about it, he said, it's not a diss towards Drake. It's not a diss. Just stand on that. Nobody needs Drake anymore. Rap, this is what Kendrick Lamar was talking about when he was like, everybody's just buddy in the industry. He said, this is a competition, and I will be the king of this industry. If the rappers today are acting like this, there's zero way that I want to listen to anybody's music who can't stand on a diss. Drake must have some blackmail on these artists. Drake must have lots of blackmail on these artists. Drake, Aubrey, Diddy, Graham, must have some blackmail on these artists, and that's why they refuse to diss him. Like he don't have nothing on Kendrick. Kendrick himself said, "I live a peaceful life. You're paying people to find out about my life. I live a peaceful life. I'm sorry." Why? Just because y'all are doing crazy stuff behind the scenes, that don't mean y'all have to defend a pedophile. Green smoothie. I told y'all I was getting healthier. I'm gonna show it to you guys. I've been had it, but I'm gonna show it to you guys. This is a Blend Jet. It's a blender that can fit inside your purse. All you gotta do is press this little button right here, and then it blends. It's good for about 10 blends. But if you know how to make a smoothie, you don't need to blend that much. It takes me about 3 blends to get my smoothie right. And other than that, it's just like the perfect blender. It's like perfect. But yeah, my phone's on 94%. But anywho, that's why you gotta watch what you do in the industry, because that mess will come to light and it will come back to bite you. There's zero way. Kendrick, and then Hidda J3, who was on his GNX album, just put out a tweet a couple days ago that said Kendrick Lamar is not done yet. He just put out a tweet. So that means that we have some more Kendrick Lamar coming in the upcoming future, which I will try to make a video about the next thing he does. Hopefully my video doesn't lag. I have to test out recording and having the browser open at the same time. But I will be reviewing his next work on my laptop. Why the world not? Why the world not? I feel like I can do it. I should have been did it when my computer was working. But Luther came out when my computer was working, and then when my computer broke, GNX came out, so. But yeah, I can't wait. I'm actually excited. I'm super excited about what Kendrick Lamar has for the future. It's actually the greatest. The greatest news you can ever have on the internet is Kendrick Lamar dropped. There was some other news I wanted to talk to you guys about. There's a new rap group. A bunch of rappers got together and made a rap group. I don't know what language this is, but it sounds great. Yeah. So Denzel Curry has created a new rap group called The Scythe. SCYTHE, The Scythe. It's gonna be Denzel Curry, ASAP Ferg, BK the Ruler, Tia Corione, and a new person I've never heard of called Key Nayada. The first name is Key space, last name Nyata. Nayada, I guess. The group is set to drop its debut full-length project strictly for the site on March 6th through Loma Vista Recordings. Loma Vista, LOMA space VISTA Recordings. I can't wait, actually. I want to see what Key Nayada does. I know every single artist in that group except for Key Nayada. So I'm gonna be doing some listening to Key Nayada today, and then I'll get back to you guys next week to tell you guys what I found. I will mark that day. Key Nayada. Nayada will be listened to this week. I will mark the day March 6th, and then I will be doing a review on their album. To do more album reviews. That's what I want to do. More album reviews. So I'm gonna be editing YouTube videos. I had a housing crisis. I had content I was working on. But I had to deal with my housing situation, so I put my content on hold. Excuse me. But yeah, I'm definitely going to try to put out some my content might be on hold for 30 days, guys. I try not to talk about my content holds because I usually can pop out some content at random times, but because of this housing fiasco, I have to see about my house for 30 days. Excuse me. But I still will be working on content, so there's that. It's been an hour. My legs hurt. I could get up and stretch, but I choose not to. I choose to take a walk. So I will stream again at 5 o'clock. Maybe if I don't see you guys at 5 o'clock, I will see you guys Thursday. I might have to stop streaming for a little bit while these 30 days happen. I'll see if it's possible, but housing could come in here at any time and I have to be ready. So I'm sorry for the delay. I'm sorry for the interruptions. I'm sorry for the stream kind of going out. I will update you guys. I really need to do some thinking about the future of my stream and content creation while these 30 days are going on. So I have 30 days and then I meet back with the housing authority when the 30 days are up. So I am loving my Nintendo Switch mic. It is really doing the job for me, guys, and I'm really happy that I can stream and you guys can hear me clearly. I will be talking to you guys later. I just need a break. I don't know how long that break's gonna take, so I will be back later. I'm kind of bored, so I guess I will be back later. So turn on your notifications. I will be back sometime later today. I can't give you a time. I want it to be 5. Oh wait, 5 is in an hour. It's not gonna be 5 o'clock, okay? I could leave the stream on, but probably not. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it here, you guys. Thank you all for watching my music going out. When I switch scenes, it's that bad over here. I need to hurry up and buy a new everything. Thank you all for watching. I will see you guys later today. If I don't see you later today, once again, I will see you all Thursday. So I appreciate you guys and have a wonderful day.